What's going on, Sneak Peekers? I'm Nick, and I'm here with a couple of our own to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Twilight Breaking Dawn. It's been 10 years since Twilight Breaking Dawn, the final installment of the Twilight franchise. What are a couple of you guys? Go ahead and introduce yourselves and go ahead and say some of your favorite Twilight moments as well.
Well, hello everybody. I am Robbie, and a lot of my favorite parts in Twilight are when Edward.
So true. So true.
Okay, hi, I'm Nayang, and one of my favorite scenes from the movie is probably Bella's transformation scene from Breaking Dawn 2.
Okay.
My name's Aiden. One of my favorite scenes, and it's kind of funny to me at least, is whenever Edward breaks up with Bella and just leaves her there in the middle of the woods to die, kind of.
Nice.
I remember that. Yeah, I recently binged all of the Twilight movies. I actually enjoyed them a lot more than I thought.
Was it your first time?
It was my first time.
Oh, you lucky you.
Yeah, it was my first time.
Nothing quite as
And,
magical as the first run through.
Yeah, everybody was always telling me that like Eclipse was the worst one, but I think Eclipse was my favorite, to be honest.
I respect that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was your favorite?
Favorite? Ooh, I have a soft spot for the original, I won't lie. But Breaking Dawn Part 2.
Part 2. Okay. What about y'all?
I'm gonna have to agree, because I find a couple of the movies to be rather pointless. But only if I were to see them in the theater, I would be a little bit mad.
I mean, if I were to be able to see them in the theater, I would thank the Lord and praise everything to be. I'd be thankful to be alive if I got that chance.
You could.
What about you, Nayan? What's your favorite?
I would have to agree with the original, but I also like New Moon too.
New Moon. New Moon was probably my least favorite, to be
Really?
honest.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy all of the Jacob stuff in New Moon. I think Jacob's my least favorite character,
Yeah,
to
So
be
you're
honest.
Nobody likes Jacob.
I'm Team Edward. I've been Team Edward even before I even watched the movies, to be honest.
Who likes Jacob? Like,
Yeah, I don't know anybody who actually likes Jacob.
Nobody likes Jacob. He's not real.
It's not real.
No.
Exactly. And I didn't get to say my favorite moment. I think I've got two favorite moments when Edward goes to kill himself from the tower, and the baseball scene from the first movie. I think
yeah.
the baseball scene
It's
was actually
iconic.
really, really good. I really liked it. And everybody gives the first movie flack for the blue filter, but I think it really just shows like it's part of the movie. It's a characteristic of the movie, just for being like this whole
Exactly.
like vampire
It's art.
movie.
It's an artistic
an artistic choice,
that
yeah.
proves to be like a wonderful decision in the filmmaking process. It's cinema.
Yeah, I actually really liked the blue filter. I wish they kept it throughout the whole series, but
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I did like that the New Moon kind of switched over to like this orange filter. I felt like that fit New Moon, but for the first Twilight, I think the blue filter was a pretty good choice.
I agree with that statement.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they just kind of completely abandoned any sense of color in like the last. Well, I mean, the last one I feel like had more of like a white filter. I don't know, because of all the snow too. It seemed like it was mostly white.
True. Snow is white.
Snow is white. Snow is white. Yeah. I've got a game here lined up for the panel. I researched some lines from the movie and from fan fiction, and I'm going to be asking our panelists here to see if they can guess whether these lines are from movies or from fan fiction. And the way it's going to work is I've got 12 lines here, and they're going to slam their hand down on the table as if it were a buzzer, but there's no buzzer. And whoever slams it first, they'll pick a number from 1 through 12. I'll read out the line, and they have to guess if it's from a movie or from fan fiction. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do a little countdown, and then y'all will be able to do the whole buzzer thing, all right? All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, so Robbie,
I will do number 1.
number 1. Okay. You're like my own personal brand of heroin.
I'm going to say that's from the movie.
It is from the movie. Now, I forgot to write down which movie they're from, but that is, in fact, from one of the Twilight movies. I think it's from the first one, actually. Yeah? You said earlier that you know all the Twilight lines, yeah. All right, so let's go again. I'm not going to do, I'll do a countdown again. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, Nayang.
okay, 4.
4. This one's super easy. You nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster.
Okay, from the movie.
It's from the movie. That was Breaking Dawn Part Two, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, 3, 2, 1. Robbie again.
I'll do number 2.
Number 2. All right. You don't yet know what you're in for. You could still run for the hills.
I'm gonna take a gamble and say it's a fan fiction.
It is a fan fiction. It's actually from the most famous fan fiction of Twilight, 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I thought I could take a little risk there because I realized that it was what's the author's name? E.L. James wrote a whole Twilight fan fiction that had 3 books and 3 movies. I still can't believe that's a real thing. It's just based on
Yeah.
Twilight fiction. It's
Have
like
you ever watched those movies?
I've seen the first one.
Not the other 2?
No.
I have.
You saw the other 2? How were they?
Well, it's pretty interesting because I watched them back to back with the Before trilogy, so I can get the
okay.
ultimate romance experience.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know.
definitely. I think that's how, I've never seen the Before trilogy, so I think I should probably do the same thing you did, watch the Before trilogy back to back with 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, I went from one franchise to the other, back and forth until I finished both trilogies.
Yeah. All right, so let's get back to the game. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. I think Aiden.
7.
7. I'm exactly right for you. It would be as easy as breathing with me.
I'm gonna have to say that's from the movie.
It is from the movie. Jacob spoke that line to Bella.
Jacob.
I know that.
All right, where are you going?
Yeah, I just heard Jacob, and I didn't like that.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Robbie?
I'm gonna go with number 3.
3. I love it when you climb those trees.
I'm gonna go with the movie.
It's actually a fan fiction. It's from fan fiction from AO3 that I just found earlier. How do you feel about that? What made you think it was from a movie?
I mean, I remember lots of parts where she was in the trees, and it made me think, you know, maybe they said that.
Maybe they did. I was also thinking that maybe Bella was said that to Edward. But we are out of time, so that's all from us tonight, Sneak Peekers. If you love Twilight, go ahead and tag us and let us know your thoughts on the film franchise. At Sneak Peek TV on Instagram or Twitter. I'm Nick.
I'm Robbie.
I'm Nayang.
I'm Aiden.
See you next week, Sneak Peekers. See you next week, Sneak Peekers.